Namaste and good morning, everyone. Let's do the prayers first. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshaat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Bhurbhuvaswaha, Tatsavitravare Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Asto ma sadgamya, tamso ma jyotirgamya, mrityorma amritam gamya. Om sahnavavatu, sahnabhunaktu, saviryam karvavahe, tejasvi navadhitamastu, ma vidvishavahe. Om shanti shanti shanti. Okay, today is Thursday, so Thursdays we are studying from Guru Gita. And last week class we ended with the verse number 81. And Shankarji is saying that after experiencing the Godhead by the Guru's grace, so it's like experiencing, not just only knowing, experiencing the Godhead by the Guru's grace, all your attachments and desires vanish. So these attachment and desires, he's talking about material attachments and the desires. You become solitary, tranquil, and firmly stable in the self. So if we think that these are the changes happening in our personality, that means our sadhana is working. If our worldly desires are going down, worldly attachments are going down, and if we feel more and more tranquil, no matter what happens outside, it's not that when everything is going on peaceful outside, no matter what is happening outside, but inside there is a tranquility. That means our sadhana is taking the fruits. So now let's look at what else he says in verse number 82. Sa eva guru saakshaat sadaa sadbrahma vittamaha, Tasya staanaani sarvaani pavitraani na samshayaha. He who is foremost amongst the knowers of the Absolute is indeed the Guru. So he's telling us who the Guru is. Who is foremost amongst the knowers of the Absolute. And Absolute is what? The Brahma, the truth. There is no doubt that wherever he may live, that place becomes holy. Pavitraani na samshaya. There's no doubt about it. So the presence of a Guru makes that place Tirath Sthana. So in this verse, Bhagwan Shankar is saying that the Guru, even if he appears not to know anything, in truth, he is the best friend of the ultimate. Because sometimes we think that Guru doesn't know everything. But Guru knows God. He has a good relationship with the ultimate. What needs to be known. Then he says there's no doubt that wherever he may live, that place becomes holy. So that means wherever the Guru is, that place is sanctified. Because wherever the Guru is, he's the dear one. That means God also stays with him. So it's like that place becomes a Tirath Sthan because God resides there. Even though God is everywhere, what we feel because of the presence of the Guru, we feel that God is there too. So wherever the Guru is, God is present and that place is sanctified. It's blessed, blessed. That's why we like to go to Gurus. We cannot feel God everywhere else, even though God is there. But wherever Guru is, we feel God is there. Whoever goes into that energy, they are also imparted with that energy. And that's what's called blessings. Because we want to go to Gurus to get blessings. Anybody who goes there, they themselves become holy. That's why even the saint Augustine said, by being in touch with something which belongs to a saint, one is infused with the same saintliness. Okay, so by being in touch with something which belongs to a saint, that's why we want to touch something which has been touched by the Guru. Personally, I have a lot of letters from my Gurudev Ji. Because if you remember, a few years ago, there used to be written letters exchanged. When I look at them, when I touch them, I still feel that, hey, my Gurudev touched these. He wrote on it. It was in his presence. And I feel blessed. I'm sure you feel that way too. So this is what Shankar Bhagwan is saying. Where Guru is, that place is a Tirath. That place is a holy place. Pavitraani, pavitra. Verse number 83. Evam vidho mahaamuktah sarvadaa vartate budhaha. Tasya sarva prayatnena bhaava bhaktim karoti. Then the life of a fully liberated person of wisdom becomes filled with devotion. He focuses his every effort on service to God. A wise being always dwells in supreme freedom. Here Bhagwan Shankar is saying that the wise one, the one who is a true bhagat, a devotee who has surrendered to the Guru's feet, always dwells in the supreme freedom. Why? Because a person has surrendered so much, the devotee has become like a child, just like a little child in the lap of a mother, totally surrendered. That's how a devotee is, totally surrendered to his Guru. Just like a child doesn't bother about anything. The parents are the ones who have to care and look after the welfare of the children. That's how the devotee feels. Devotees of this caliber. That my Guru is taking care of me. What is there to worry about? So that's why Lord Shankar is saying that a Bhagat dwells in the supreme freedom. That's what's called the freedom. No burden, no doubts, no fear. For the one who is fully surrendered, though. So love and surrender, these are the qualities we need to cultivate. Only then there's a guarantee that at the end of this life, we'll be completely free too. So we got to work on that, these qualities. Okay, so wisdom, the knowledge comes from a Guru. Knowledge becomes wisdom. From the wisdom, you know how to surrender, how to love. And that's how he says he focuses his every effort on service to God. Whatever karma I do, I should be doing it for God. It's not the action which really qualifies that whether we are doing it for God or not. Constantly we have to look at our motive. Is my motive to serve God? Or is my motive to serve Maya? It could be any action. So this is the wisdom he's talking about. He's not saying run away from this world or run away from the duties, but look at your motive. Any action. Any given day, we do countless actions. How many of them are we are putting at the service to God? And how many of them are just for our selfish motive? We should know that. Verse number 84. Sarva sandeha rahito mukto bhavati parvati bhukti mukti dvayam tasya jiva agre cha saraswati. He is free from worries. And bhukti and mukti are his to enjoy worldly fulfillment and liberation. See, bhukti is bhog. Okay? Bhog padartha. So worldly fulfillment. And mukti is liberation. O Parvati, his tongue is graced with the Saraswati. So he's talking about the devotee who has surrendered completely at Guru's feet. O Parvati, his tongue is graced with Saraswati, the goddess of speech, learning and knowledge. Jiva agre cha Saraswati. So that really means whatever the devotee says will come true. And whatever the words he speaks is full of wisdom also, the knowledge also. So serving God tirelessly and with deep devotion, O Parvati, he becomes emancipated without a doubt, because sometimes the little doubt comes into our mind, but he says, Sarva sandeha rahito. He enjoys material prosperity as well as Saraswati dwells on the very tip of his tongue. So Bhagavan Shankar is saying that those devotees who are surrendered to the Guru due to Guru's grace have the goddess of Saraswati, goddess of speech. Another word, term for Saraswati is Vag Devi. Saraswati Devi seated on the tip of their tongues. That's why Bhagats who are fully surrendered to the feet of the Master, whatever they say, even if they proclaim a curse upon somebody, that person will be cursed. So it's a vardhan and the sharp both. And if they proclaim a blessing upon someone, that person will be blessed also. And we have seen these stories in our scriptures throughout. Even in the other religions, they say that to those who you bless, they shall be blessed. To those who you curse, they shall be cursed. Because to the Bhagat who is fully surrendered, the Guru and the Bhagat become one. So oneness comes over there. So it's like a power of Guru is transferred into the Bhagat also. Verse number 85. Yatra eva tishthate soapi sadeshaha punya bhajanam muktasya lakshanam devi tav agre kathitam maya sarvashuddha pavitro asau svabhava adhyatra tishtati tatra devgana sarve kshetre pithe vasanti. Wherever he dwells, that very place becomes holy, O Goddess. Thus have I described to you the characteristics of a liberated one. Wherever the supremely pure and taintless Guru stays, in a natural course, that whole region comes to be inhabited by hosts of gods. Devgana. Devatas reside there because that place becomes so shuddha, sarva shuddha, pavitra asau. So wherever he dwells, wherever he stays, wherever he is, that very place becomes holy. He's saying that this holy is not outside. Holiness is where the guru is. And if the guru's feet are inside the heart of the bhagat, wherever that bhagat is, that place becomes holy. Because there is no difference between the bhagat and the guru then. There is a oneness, there is a union. So we have to keep the feet of our guru in our heart. Heart becomes pure because guru's feet are pure. This is what Bhagavan Shankar is saying, that, O goddess, I have described to you the characteristics of a liberated one. And he's saying that I described to you that there are few qualities which a liberated soul possesses. Wherever he is, whatever he touches, everything becomes holy. See, that's why there's a tradition. We want the gurus to touch our head so that there's a purity in our mind. We want to touch Guru's feet so that we are in touch with that holiness. So everything becomes holy. The place, the things he uses, everything becomes sanctified with his energy. And those things themselves emanate the grace of the Master. Where the Guru stays, where the Guru lives, it's not just the Guru that lives there. He says that the Guru becomes the pole that attracts all the Devatas there too. Because Devatas, they want to reside at a holy place. That place attracts them. So he becomes the pole that attracts all the people who are longing for the ultimate, longing for God consciousness, longing for the grace of the Master. Gurus lived near the Ganga. That became a Tirath Sthan because of the Gurus lived there. The Guru's energy made that place a holy place. So he's saying that it's not only in the Bhagat, but the transformation happens all around in the atmosphere. The region itself gets transformed. Whether it's the water there, or whether there are trees there, or the mountain there, or the air there, it all becomes sanctified. The place where the Guru lives gets inhabited not just by normal people, but by Bhagat. Bhagats, the devotees, they are attracted to that kind of a place. Because we go to the place where we are finding the peace. We are finding the environment of our liking. So Bhagats will definitely go to those places. And what do they bring back, the devotees? They carry back the blessings of the Master with them. Which means wherever they go, they also sanctify the places. So it's like they go to the pure place, they bring the purity, into their own homes, and their own homes become sanctified too. It's like a very alive feeling. We feel that the gods are with us. Then in the next verse he says, Upadeshah tatha devi guru margen muktid guru bhakti tatha dhyanam sakalam tav kirtitam. O goddess, I have explained the message to you by following the path shown by the Guru, by devotion to the Guru and meditation on him. One attains salvation. So he says, I have made it very clear. So it's like a following the path shown by the Guru. So that means it's not just we say we have a Guru, but we got to learn how to walk the path which Guru is showing it to us. And with the love, by devotion to the Guru. And then meditation on him also. Dhyan. He says one attains salvation. And salvation is our ultimate goal. So here Bhagavan Shankar is saying that even if Mahadevi, Mahashakti is the personification of knowledge herself, yet Shiva, who is the eternal consciousness, is revealing the greatness of the Guru to her. Okay, just look at it. The conversation between whom it's happening. By following the path shown by the Guru, by devotion to the Guru and meditation on him, one attains salvation. So he's saying that all this that I have explained to you, one may attain it very easily actually. So this is like an easy path. There are several paths, but this is, he says, is an easy path. By having devotion to one's Guru, if one meditates on him, one will attain salvation. Because Guru is ever free. If we connect ourselves with the Guru's heart, Guru's mind, Guru's feet, keep on doing what Guru told us to do, definitely we'll reach there. There's no doubt. But the problem is that we just start looking here and there. Our little mind starts to wander. Our mind wants to doubt. Maybe there is some other easier path. Or maybe some more glamorous path. But over here, very directly, Bhagavan Shankar is telling Mahadevi, you don't need to do much. You just need to follow what the master asks of you. You have to have full faith in the master. You just need to meditate on the master's feet. Any given time, look at your mind. Where is it wandering? Is it in this Maya? Or is it attracted to the feet of the Guru? And if you are sincere in your practices, in your sadhana, he says you will attain salvation. You will attain liberation. To me, I think there cannot be any path easier than this. Because we all know how to love. Nobody has to teach us how to love. But only the object of our love we got to change. We love Maya, but we got to change that mind of ours. Instead of loving Maya, love Guru. That's all. Verse number 87. Anen yad bhavet karyam tad vadami mahamate lokoh upkarkam devi lokikam tu na bhavyet. O wise one, I shall now speak to you of the work, karya, which can be accomplished by studying and reciting the Guru Gita. O goddess, the powers accruing from this should be used only for the welfare of people and not for selfish gains. See, lok upakarkam devi lokikam tu na bhavyat. Don't become selfish. Be selfless. Over here we see that Bhagavan Shankar has stopped addressing Devi as a beautiful one. He is calling her, oh wise one, mahaamuktah. So Mahadevi, he knows she is a wise one. So he says, I shall now speak to you of the work which can be accomplished by studying and reciting the Guru Gita. There are a lot of ashrams where this Guru Gita is recited every morning. That is just like a routine. See, just like a Hanuman's Bhagat, they recite Hanuman Chalisa. So every ashram, they got their own routine going on. So a lot of ashrams, they do Guru Gita. Because ashrams, in the ashrams, the deity is the Guru. See, just like in the temples, the deities are the avatars. In the ashrams, there's always the Guru. So he says the Guru Gita. So revealing the secret of the Guru Gita, what does this do for oneself? What is the effect of reading the Guru Gita every day with the deep concentration, faith and devotion? He says, oh goddess, the powers accruing from this should be used, because powers will come. Whenever we concentrate on something, when we put all our energy into something, power will come. So he says, what do you do with that power? He says that power should be used only for the welfare of people, not for selfish gains. It's almost like if someone goes to the gym every morning, exercises, gets a healthy body. What do they do with that body? That strong body, either they can serve others through that body, or they can just show off or hurt somebody too. But Bhagavan Shankar is saying that use these powers for the welfare of others. So whatever you receive through the grace of the Guru, even the punya that you receive by studying the Guru Gita is not for your own personal gain. You attain liberation, you attain a certain level of spirituality due to the grace of the Guru, and whatever is given by the grace of the Guru is not personally for you. Guru gives you so that you can spread it further. You can help others. Even if the Guru's, with the help of the Guru's kripa, you feel liberated, you feel free. It is always for the welfare of the humanity. Service to the people. True realization makes you humble. And out of humbleness, you always help other people. With your arrogance, you cannot help others. Only through the humility. So once you have attained this freedom, see, freedom is also, we talk about several stages of a freedom. So whatever level of freedom you have gotten, once you have attained the lotus feet of the Lord, you should always try to help others to be also on that path of surrender. Help others to free themselves, to liberate themselves. We saw the same thing, Lord Krishna telling us in chapter 18 in Bhagavad Gita. Towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, he says, what I have given you, what I have said to you, O Arjun, this is for humanity. Okay. He says that a Bhagat's life is always to help others to be free. If someone is drowning, help them to go out of that illusion. Free them so that you, as you are liberated, you shall also liberate others. We are all connected. We don't live in a vacuum. That's why our rishis, even our simple rituals which we do every day, there are sayings where we pray for others. Sarve bhavantu sukhinam, sarve santu nirami. Okay? Not just our family, not just our friends, not only the people belong to our race, creed, not only the people live on this earth. Our Gurudev Ji, he said, even the beings who are living in the sun and the moon and the stars, pray for them also. In fact, he has written a beautiful scripture which is called a Vinay Kand. He is praying very openly, very clearly for the beings who live on the other planets. So we got to expand our vision. And this is what Shankarji is saying too. Let's do one more verse. Lokikat karmanoho yanti jnanhina bhavarnavam jnane tu bhavyet sarvam karam nishkaram yat kritam. The ignorant, by using the Guru Gita for selfish ends, swirl in the ocean of worldliness. Lokikat karmano yanti jnanhina bhavarnavam. That's what first line means. The ignorant, jnanheen, by using the Guru Gita for selfish ends, swirl in the ocean of worldliness. The actions of the enlightened become means for their liberation. Such people need not suffer or experience the fruits of their deeds. Ishkaram yatkritam. So over here, Bhagavan Shankar is saying that if you have received the Guru Gita, if you are studying it, reciting it, understanding it, you have received the grace of the Guru. And if you have received the Guru Mantra, yet you are still ignorant and utilize what God has given you, and you are using it for the selfish aims, then you will never be free. Even the good karmas, they will not free you if the selfishness is there. Somebody says, I'm doing good karmas so that I attain some bigger fruit in the future. That's a selfishness. He says they will be drowned in the worldliness. They will be drowned in the worldliness, which means that Maya will pull them and cover them and blind them. Because they are jnanheen. On the other hand, the actions of the enlightened become a means for their liberation. Such people need not suffer or experience the fruit of their deeds. And that is what nishkaram is. It's not that they are not doing any karam. They are doing the karam, but they are detached from the fruits. So here Bhagavan Shankar is saying that those who utilize the Guru Gita and attain enlightenment by concentrating, the Guru Gita here stands for actually the knowledge of surrendering to the master's feet, because this is what we are learning throughout Guru Gita. Who listen to what it is said in the Guru Gita and practices it too. It's not just only a recitation. It's not just a memorization. It's ultimately We got to practice what he is telling us. Then we will become liberated. So he says that whoever is surrendered by following what is written in the Guru Gita, they attract liberation to them through the Guru's grace. And just by surrendering to the feet of the Guru, one breaks the karmic consequences of all the past karmas. Past karmas of not just this life, many lives. Many lives. We don't know how many lives we have been going through this cycle of birth and death. So the Guru becomes like an eraser which wipes clean the past karmas. And the one who is truly surrendered doesn't need to experience any past karma. So it's like all the sanchit karma. Or even the prarabdha karma, with the Guru's grace, you go through it very calmly. Other people might say that, no, you have surrendered to Guru. We see that you are going to Guru all the time, but you are still suffering or going through hardships. But only the devotee knows what is in the heart, what is in the mind. There's a peace. It's not the outer circumstances, it's the world we live in internally. That is what being cleansed by Guru's grace. So let's stop it here. We'll start with verse number 89 next week. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaye Purnameva Visheshyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much.